Hello, Scorpio. We are recording. Let's get right into it. We are going to be doing your October reading today. And I shuffled my astrology cards for you to kind of see what's going on, right? And what came out was relationship and abundance. But when I was meditating, I felt like some anxiety and intensity. So I kind of just want to see what's going on in the cards. I feel like there could be a focus on relationship abundance, but there might be something happening in the 3D that might not feel like that, if you know what I'm saying. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what the cards want to say before I go off on a tangent. Okay. Interesting, both coming out together like that. Just give me 1 second to get the last card out and I will tell you what's going on here. Okay, that was too many. But this one came out. Okay, interesting. Wow. And this was the one that was about to fall out and it ended up on the bottom here. Okay, let me tell you what's going on. We have the victim coming out. The rescuer. This is a archetypal deck, so keep that in mind. And the father. And we have the healer on the bottom here. So I want to preface with, this is very intense energy. This is very scorpionic energy as well. But, well, I want to say this deck in general is very scorpionic energy, as it's literally called the Phoenix cards. So honoring you and honoring that and honoring the fact that we are close to your season. We are in a very profound time frame. Libra rebalancing us, right? And we're about to move into death season during a 9-year. I find that so profound and exciting and transformational and probably uncomfortable in a lot of ways. But I feel like we've done a lot of the uncomfortable work throughout this year already. So I'm hoping, I have an intuition that for a lot of us this season, we'll continue to strip away anything that's not serving us to really reveal the light and the beauty that is wanting to pour in to our lives. If you want to go deeper into the astrology with me, please feel free to click the link below. I have an October astrology video link down there that we went pretty into depth with everything that's going on in October and kind of a look forward. A look back and a look forward into a little bit into the rest of the year. So, what I want to say is there could be definitely related to the father energy. This could literally be like a father wound coming up for you right now. And this dynamic between the victim and the rescuer. So you could be both and, or, yeah, I get this sense like the victim and the rescuer. If you know, and I've been many of these archetypes as well, as you can, there, how do I want to say this? There's, in relationships with another person, we could have this immense, especially being a water sign, this immense desire to care for others, right? And especially related to the father wound, if we have a father wound there could be this energy of wanting to save someone who could be this victim energy, right? Or wanting to save someone so that we can be loved. And obviously that's not happening consciously, right? This is happening really deep underneath the surface. And especially with Scorpio, and even just like the imagery in these cards are very kind of dark not dark in the sense of dark, but I mean just like the depths, right? And the undercurrents of what is going on in our relational dynamics here. So yeah, just really sitting with these energies, I get this sense of when we're in this victim archetype, we could feel really like helpless and like we need somebody to save us. And I feel like it's easy to kind of flip back and forth between these energies, whether you're the one saving someone or trying to be saved. We can often have these archetypes living within us and then mirroring on the external, on both ends of the spectrum. So can we look at that father wound? Can we, especially, I do want to also say that we have Chiron in retrograde right now. So it's really like, to me, that's this illumination of the wounding that we've had since childhood. And how can we really utilize this time frame to step out of this victim mentality, or to step away from trying to rescue others, and really just take a step back and look at these dynamics and ask yourself where they have come from and what is being illuminated to you at this time of about these dynamics, about how we're relating with other people, and why they are imbalanced in some way, shape, or form. And how can we bring this really deep healing into these dynamics and move us into a new way of relating with other people, where we're not stuck in these karmic loops of either trying to save someone or be saved, or both. Yeah, definitely getting spirit chills on that, because it's like there is this abundance wanting to pour into your relationships, but there are some wounds blocking this light from really fully coming through here. So let's look at the past, present, and future for October for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Please feel free to look at your other zodiac signs on the channel and really tie those storylines together, as we are not just our sun sign. We are a mix of all these different elements, and they're all at play with one another. So I really love to embody all of myself, in terms of, well, in general, but also in terms of the planets and yeah, these ancestral bodies, and really utilizing them for all the magic that is there and working with them. And seeing yourself too as more than just what's on the surface. There's so much to just one single human being. So yeah, and this came out too. I shuffled this deck as well, and I did see the Seven of Swords and Three of Swords at one point. So it's interesting to also see to feel the intensity that Scorpios could be feeling when I was meditating, and then also see the abundance it's trying to pour through. The duality never seems to end, does it? Let's see what else wants to come through here. So that fell out first, so we're going to put that there. Lots of sevens too, I will say that. 777 could be prominent for you at this time. Let's see what else wants to come through in the present. We have the Queen of Swords so far. I'm already getting a lot coming through here, but I want to get all the cards out before I start speaking on this, so just give me a second here. Okay. The light is really wanting to come through here. That is something I'm picking up on strongly. Healing this father wound is really going to allow this abundance to pour into your life in a way that you probably don't expect. Like, don't know is possible. Let's see what else. Wow. Oh my goodness, Scorpio. What a powerful reading. We have the Four of Wands on the bottom. And this is an herbal deck, so I do want to say that I like to take, I didn't do this for Libra, unfortunately, but I want to pay attention to whatever herb is kind of on the overarching energy. So we have fennel seed. So keep that in mind. Maybe do some looking into that and see if there's any benefits there for you, or significance there. All right, let's get into your reading. Let me take a little sip. We have the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm getting the sense that you could be someone who feels a little jaded after some experiences. I feel like there are opportunities coming to you, but there's this like very like jaded energy because of the past. Like, I get this sense that whether this is the father wound, just this sense of being let down, therefore not being very open, maybe closing yourself off, having that Scorpio stinger ready, you know, just very boundaried. And with that Seven of Swords, someone really could have done a number on you. I mean, someone could have been dishonest. Let's take one. Let's get one more card on the Seven of Swords. One more card on the Seven of Swords here. The World card. So really closing that cycle out. But definitely some pain in the past, manipulation. This could be lies, or abandonment even. And again, this could definitely be from the father wound. But I think even it feels like in the past you could have gone through a period of maybe some isolation or some time alone to yourself to really look at your own resources and to look at what you've created for yourself and how you value that, and how you're not going to allow another person's choices and decisions to impact you. So I feel like you're really healing like at the roots here and closing this cycle out. For some of you, I could even be, for some of you, I'm getting the sense that some of you could have literally planted a plant to kind of honor this cycle closing out. That could just be for a few of you. But I'm literally seeing somebody like planting something in a garden and it being like very therapeutic to them as they kind of reflect on whatever this pain from the past is related to this father wound here. Really powerful. But in the present, we have the Queen of Swords, the freaking Sun card, and the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like you have done an excellent job on cutting away from, again, what's not serving you anymore. And you have this beautiful sun energy coming through here. So I feel like you are going to be able to illuminate your light, to illuminate these wounds so that you can heal them. Do you see like how she's holding this like, and even this morning I have a picture, I have a painting of a sun in my room here, and it looks just like this, and it just felt so powerful in terms of that illumination really finally coming through, potentially like your own just like physical appearance, your own expression here. And I feel with this Four of Pentacles, again, you definitely could be pretty guarded But I'm not getting that that's a bad thing here. I'm getting this sense of you pretty much just protecting your energy. But let's pull one card. Oh, that was too many. We're gonna just pull one card on the Four of Pentacles here, just to get a little clarity around how this is showing up exactly for you. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like this is a good thing. You have maybe really gone through a lot of mental turmoil, and just there's a lot there, right, in terms of the wounding. So I feel like you have really become really powerful in knowing how to protect what's yours and honoring what you have created for yourself. And therefore we have that Ten of Pentacles coming through here. So I love this energy for you guys. In the future, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Ace of Cups. So, again, I feel like you could be going through this phase of like, you're cutting away from things, you're protecting yourself, but you're also illuminating your energy, and you're really building yourself up at this time. And I think slowly but surely, you're going to be put on this journey that is comfortable for you, like doing things the right way. Let's get one card on this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, because I also want to say I'm not seeing a lot of water in this reading here. Ooh, interesting. Okay, you could have Libra in your chart, because I am seeing a lot of overlap, and I shuffled well. I'm seeing a lot of overlap with their reading here, as this literal combination came out in their reading. Two of Swords, Emperor, and Devil card. And I promise I did shuffle for a while between the readings. So it's very interesting. But it is a similar energy here. And I get this sense that, too, I want to say, because of whatever wounding happened, you could have really emotionally closed yourself off to protect yourself. And I don't think that's a bad thing, right? With that Four of Pentacles, sometimes that could be a little bit like too protected, but I think it was a necessary step in your healing journey. And I think slowly but surely you're going to start to open up and really, through this closing up and protecting yourself, you're going to be slowly brought down this journey with Spirit to go through this death and transformation here. Let's pull one card on the death and transformation here. Nine of Pentacles and the Strength card. Yes. Yeah, I feel like you're about to go on a journey with Spirit that slowly opens you back up to emotional abundance with the Ace of Cups leading you out of this reading. What did I say? You started this reading with some intensity, some anxiety in the 3D, but ultimately you have relationships and abundance wanting to pour through here. So I just think you need to take your time and allow the divine to kind of unfold this story for you. Again, definitely check out the October astrology, because I go into depth about like kind of the journey we're on in that process. And you know, we still have a lot of planets in retrograde, and I think by like January into February, as we enter that new year too, we're really closing out these really deep, big cycles and opening up to this new abundance cycle where there's going to be not only like tangible abundance, but emotional abundance as well. So you could definitely be attracting in, you're going to feel this on an internal level, but I think you're also going to be attracting that on the external as well. So what a beautiful and profound reading, Scorpio. Let's look at, we're going to use the Human Spirit Oracle deck. Yesterday I saw Humankind and be both. Like human and kind. I don't know, I thought it was cute. But yeah, this is the Human Spirit Oracle deck, so let's see what wants to come through for you today. They're both very, like, scorpionic decks, in my opinion. They're just, like, very, like, dark in color. I don't ever mean, like, dark in that way, but, like, just dark in color and, like, grounding and nourishing, but in, like a watery way. That's how it feels to me. Like an earthy... You know, Scorpios do kind of feel earthy to me sometimes, in a way. Like the ground within the ocean, or within a lake, where it's kind of like squishy and muddy, but also like kind of interesting and nourishing, and you don't really know what's going on down there. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's see what comes through. Homebody. Cry for the moon. One more, please, Spirit. Okay, well, we got two, so we'll take them. All with the full moon in the background. Wow. Okay. Homebody, Cry for the Moon, and Master of Destiny. And look at all of these with that full moon energy in the background here. So, I definitely get this sense of... And you also have too many hats on the bottom. So that could have been part of this, like, wounding, too, from the past of, like, I think a lot could have been expected of you. Especially maybe in your home life. And really needing to honor what is right for you. And that could definitely be, like, too many hats with this Four of Pentacles energy. Like, you really kind of, like, constricting your energy and not... just like doing everything for everybody, or trying to save people, or trying to like expel all of like this energy all the time. I feel like you're being asked to really go within and be selfish with your energy and be a homebody, like stay in, protect yourself, so you can really develop yourself. And it's okay to like be selfish, because when we're selfish, we can actually tend to ourselves and get clear on who we are and what we want and what we need, so then we can show up for the people that are important to us, that are nourishing to us as well. And it lets us get clear, especially if we were born into naturally being all over the place, or, you know, always giving our energy to everyone, and we're not really clear on what's healthy for us and what's not. It's a good thing to go within at times to really get clear within yourself. Another thing I want to say is I feel like, yeah, Spirit is bringing you on a journey, and you really are the master of your own destiny. And the more you kind of like titrate this energy, I think you're really going to go through a big transformation that leads you to a lot of fulfillment internally and externally. And I do want to say I feel this next full moon that we will have will be very important to you. So stay tuned for November for that one, as I believe that will be beginning of November should be when our next full moon is. Actually, I have a little thing here I could look at. November. Wait, maybe I don't know how to read this. We'll figure it out. Yeah, what a powerful reading. I'm sending you lots of love and light on this journey. Thanks for tuning in here. I hope you're able to find a message here today. I forgot to say this in the Libra reading as well, but we are going to take a pause on the extendeds for a little while, as I have a lot of different passion projects happening, and just to create a little bit more time for myself. But if you ever want a personal reading from me, the link is down in the description box below. And if you're able to find a message here today, I would love for you to like, subscribe, share, and help this message get to more people, more of our beautiful Scorpio folks. Okay, sending you lots of love. I hope to see y'all soon. And as always, feel free to comment down below, as I want to get to know y'all. Okay.